Legal Counsel time here, Eyewitness News on the KSCW. So glad you could join us on this Wednesday, 436-1212. It's a number to call if you have a legal question for Attorney Charlie O'Hara. He is with us this morning. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning.
So glad you could join us
Sure.
again.
A little
this
cool today.
Wednesday. It is. Did you bring your coat?
Yes, I did.
All right. Folks, you have some questions. Make sure to give Charlie a call. And we do have a viewer on the line. Good morning. What's your question?
Hi. My mother-in-law was on disability when my husband was a child, and now Social Security is trying to, well, they have made us pay back this debt from when he was a minor, and we've actually overpaid it now because they did a garnishment of his checks. We were just not sure what to do about it.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what you're saying. I think you're referring to the fact that evidently your husband's mother received more benefits from Social Security than she was supposed to, and now her son is have to repay that back. And I don't know exactly how that happened. If the check was actually for your husband and his mother was the guardian, so the benefits were to him, he might owe it. If the check was actually to his mother, I would think he would not owe it. So it would depend on the circumstances. In a case like that, I think you should always get a hold of an attorney. That's a little involved in the very specifics on how everything was done is going to control what legally happens. If you've overpaid them back, they owe you the money back. I can tell you that right now. If you overpay, they should pay you back. But it may apply both ways, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Good question. Thanks for calling. We sure appreciate it. And we have another caller on the line. Good morning to you. Thanks for watching Eyewitness News. What's your question today?
Yes, I recently sold my car to an individual, and I forgot to get the license tag. Should I go get that license tag or just blow it off?
Well, I think you better go get it. I mean, he's not supposed to be. He's not supposed to be driving with your license tag, and they may not title the car. So if something happens to it, or an accident happens, there may be an argument that you're responsible some way financially. Someone should not have your tag. That's kind of an important thing. In other states, they go with the car, I think, and maybe even in Texas and maybe even Oklahoma, the license tags go with the car. But here in Kansas, it's your license tag, and I wouldn't let anybody else drive a car with my license tag after they purchased it. I mean, we obviously let friends drive it or kids drive it or something with our tags, but usually not in that instance. I'd go get it.
All right. We sure thank you for your question. Remember, if you have a question, 436-1212 is the phone number to call. And good morning. Back to the phones. What's your question?
My question is, I have a relative, a brother in Social Security, and my mother just passed away yesterday with cancer. Do they still let inmates out with bonds?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear much of that question.
One's a little difficult to hear.
I think the reference was somehow to her mother had just passed away, and I'm sorry to hear that. And then something about getting Social Security on that, and I didn't understand the rest of the question.
No, I have a brother that's in minimal security.
And your question is?
Is he able to get out with the bondsman to come to the funeral?
Well, you're going to have to probably check with a warden for that question. Sometimes people that are in prison can be released for their loved ones to go to the funeral, but that's by the authorities. It's usually not by a bondsman, and it's usually by the warden that would control that. So I would get a hold of the prison authorities and ask them what to do. They may tell you to get an attorney to do something or something like that, but first I would go to the warden and the prison authorities and let them tell you what they want done.
All right. Thanks for all your calls today. Call us next Wednesday. Charlie will be back. Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate it. Stay warm out there.
All right.